Okay, you guys, I'm going to try to make this a quick video. I'm outside and it is a very nice day today. I think it's supposed to storm later, but I just wanted to go ahead and get this video out. Last night was very interesting because I had a lot of dreams last night going into this morning, and first off, I want to share something with you guys. When I was on my way to work on my way home yesterday from work, I was driving and I noticed in front of me this car. On the back of the car had the numbers 1111. I told you I've been seeing those numbers a lot here lately. So I saw the 1111. I'm like, okay, really? Still seeing the numbers. I just happened to turn to the right of me and I saw this van drive past me that said "Fly Away," and it was written on the side of the van. And I saw that and I'm like, okay, this is pretty interesting. And as I was about to start driving, because I was at a stoplight, as I was pulling off to keep going, once the light turned green, I just happened to notice a car come towards me, and it was a truck, and on the side of the truck it said "accelerated." That was all that said on the side of the truck, was "accelerated." So here it is, I'm looking at 1111, and then I see "Fly Away," and then I see "accelerated," all within maybe a minute. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. So on to the dream. I had a dream, and mind you, I was waking up a lot throughout the night, and every time I would lay down, I would dream again. So what I first remember was I was outside and it was nighttime, and I saw this round object in the sky. It was very strange looking, and the color was like a dusty, dirty brown color. And I noticed the object. It was almost like I could reach up and touch it, but yet it wasn't that close, but it just looked like it was close because it was right above me. And as I was looking up in the heavens, I noticed that everything was different, like the textures. I just had to feel that I was in another planet. I can't explain why I felt that way. But I just felt like everything was different. Like when I was looking beneath me, like on the ground, everything looked like Earth. But when I looked up in the heavens, it looked like I was in a completely different planet. So it just was a very strange looking sky. Like it didn't even look like a night sky. It was like the textures and the colors were so different, but all of the colors, including the round object that I believed was a planet, it was like a dusty brownish color, and all of the textures in the sky that I saw was that same color. And another key point that I want to say is every time I would look up, it seemed like I almost felt like I was about to faint. Like it just felt like it zapped my strength. I don't understand that, but yeah. So I saw that, and as I was waking up out of the dream, like I could literally feel myself being pulled from the dream. Everything became black. Like I didn't see any images. Like I just knew I was about to wake up. But right before I woke up, I was shown a vision of a sky. And the sky was pitch black. It just looked like it was like just a black backdrop. And all I saw was pitch black in the sky. And as I was looking up at the sky, I saw stars. And mind you, this was like within seconds. Like it didn't let me stay in this vision long at all. But I'm looking, and I noticed there were stars in the sky, and these stars began to form a word. And right before I was pulled out of this vision, I saw the word birth, BIRTH, and it pulled me out of this vision. So I thought that was very interesting. I mean, I saw these stars in the sky, and the stars formed the word birth. So I woke up briefly because I was really mesmerized by what I just saw. So I went back to sleep, and I also recall being outside, and this time I was outside with my husband, and I just happened to notice two objects that were in the sky, and I really couldn't make out what the objects were. But when I was talking to my friend earlier today, when I was sharing it with her, she was like, she asked me, was it like a bubble? So basically what I saw was two what looked like round bubbles that were in the sky, but they were huge, and they had these multicolors. When you think of blowing a bubble, like, bubbles, and when they begin to float, you can see all these pretty colors intertwining within the bubble. Well, that's what it looked like in the dream. It was like, it was so thin, like it blended in with the night sky. But I just recall seeing these two round objects clearly in the sky. And I remember I was asking my husband, do you see what I'm seeing? And he was like, no, I don't see it. And I was kind of getting irritated because I'm like, it's right there. How do you not see it? So as I was pointing it to him, one of the round objects began to float in the distance. And my eyes was focused on it. It just kept letting me look at it to see where it was going. And as I kept watching, far off in the distance, I saw this bubble just like it exploded or busted. But whatever it did, I began to see fireworks come from it. And I could see it from a distance. It just seemed like I was looking over something, but yet I was able to see far off in the distance. I can't really explain what I mean, but it seemed like in the vision I was so close, but yet what was taking place was so far away. But as it was allowing me to see this bubble explode, it was fireworks that came from it. And when I was looking at the fireworks, it was these pretty colors coming off of it, and almost like you could see the sparkles coming from the firework. And as I was talking to my friend, she said something that really made me think, because she was like, she asked me, she said, how do you know it was fireworks? And I said, well, I knew it was fireworks immediately because it didn't look like a bomb exploding. It didn't look like fire. It was just fireworks. Like, what fireworks look like. But she also said it kind of reminds you of a celebration. And I was like, wow, I really didn't think about that. But that's kind of what it felt like, because I wasn't afraid at all when I was seeing this. I was just mesmerized by the fact that I was capturing this. And but yeah, I don't quite know exactly what all this means, but I've been dreaming, but nothing that really just stood out to me. But I just find it interesting that I had these dreams / visions last night, and they were all so interesting to me. So I don't know what all this means. I was having this conversation with my friend today, and I was just telling her, I said, when you look at, how it was prophesied before, Jesus actually came on the earth, that, there will be a sign, and they would be able to know by a star that would shine so bright that you would be able to know that the Messiah was born. And so they were able to know the season, and they were able to know by the signs in the heavens when the Messiah was coming. And I just find it very interesting that there was a star that gave the signal when Jesus was coming in the earth. And here it is. I had this vision of seeing stars forming the word birth. So, I don't know. We're still in the spring season. I've been checking out a lot of videos, and a lot of people have been making notions of, how we really don't know for sure when the Passover season begins and when it ends. And because, the calendars and all of the times that, were established by God has been so corrupted and manipulated. So we really don't know for sure. All we have really is the Holy Spirit that is giving us nudges and, really speaking to our spirits and giving us dreams and visions of the timing and the seasons that we're in. So I don't know, you guys. I just find this very interesting. I don't know what these dreams mean or what the Lord was revealing, but I can just say to you that it just felt so real seeing it with my eyes. And but yeah, that was the actual pattern of my night. I had the vision of seeing the object in the sky that I said looked like a planet, and I felt like I was on another planet. Like, that was the feel I had in the vision. I felt like I was on another planet, and every time I would look up in the heavens, it was like energy, which is like I just didn't feel any energy. Like, I just felt like I was going to pass out every time I would look up. And it went from that to where, as I was being pulled from that dream, I was shown briefly a vision of a dark night sky with just a few stars, and the stars began to form the word birth. And as soon as I saw the word birth, it immediately took me out of this vision. And like I said, this happened within seconds. And then I went back to sleep, and that's when I saw the objects in the sky, the two objects that reminds me of bubbles, and one of them floated off in the distance, and it allowed me to see it explode where it was like a firework. Excuse me. So let me know what you think, you guys. I just wanted to put this out there. I don't know what this means. I just feel like it is significant. So let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.